Sturgeon crisis, SNP lose majority support for independence. New poll. A new opinion poll has found that 44% of people would vote to stay in the UK if a referendum were held tomorrow, with 43% saying they would vote to leave. Once don't know answers are removed, the two sides are deadlocked 50-50 on the constitutional question. It is a devastating setback for Ms Sturgeon after 22 consecutive polls showed a majority of Scots would vote for independence. Our survey also found that most people now believe the SNP have been in power for too long after 14 years. The SNP have sensationally lost their majority support for independence as the Scottish public turn against Nicola Sturgeon over the Alex Salmond scandal. The Survation poll quizzed 1,011 adults in Scotland on Thursday and Friday. It found that 50% of people think the First Minister should resign if she is found to have broken the rules, as Mr Salmond alleges. Only 33% think she can continue in her post under those circumstances, with 17% unsure. The poll also found 39% of people believe there has been a government cover-up in relation to its handling of sexual harassment claims against Mr Salmond. The fall in support for the nationalist cause appears to be linked to the Scottish Government's handling of the Salmond affair. During a remarkable 6-hour evidence session at Holyrood on Friday, the former First Minister repeatedly said, under oath, that his successor had broken the ministerial code. This compares to 32% who believe there has not, with 30% unsure. Even more convincingly, 44% of people believe handling of the harassment claims against Mr Salmond represents a failure of government. This compares to 32% who disagree and 24% who are unsure. People are less convinced by Mr Salmond's claim there has been a plot to damage his reputation carried out by individuals in the SNP and the Scottish Government. Only 32% agree with this statement, compared 34% who disagree and 34% who are unsure. The final question in this part of the survey provides further evidence that public opinion is turning against the party. 43% of people believe the SNP have been in government for too long, compared to 41% who say they have not and 16% who don't know. The Holyrood Committee is looking into the botched investigation of the harassment complaints against Mr Salmond. Mr Salmond said Ms Sturgeon was well aware of the complaints on March 29, and therefore the meeting at her home should have been recorded as government business. He also said that if she was given legal advice to say the government would lose the judicial review and pressed ahead regardless, that too would be a breach of the code. The SNP administration has so far refused to reveal its advice, despite being ordered to do so twice by the Scottish Parliament. Mr Salmond believes that Ms Sturgeon's husband, the SNP chief executive Peter Murrell, and a number of other party and government figures were plotting to have him jailed.